Perfect. And person watching us on YouTube right now, you are here with me, surrounded by a lot of talkers. And today we're going to talk about love. Now, all of the people in here, they already know how this band plays. So I'm going to talk to you, who is probably watching us and wondering, how do I participate in that? And what are the rules? The rules are pretty much three, okay? This right now is a conversation, not a class. So I want to hear José's opinion. I want to hear Tada's opinion. I want to hear Vanda's opinion. And we're going to chat, share experiences, stories, learn from one another. But I'm not going to teach you anything like in a class, okay? Since this is not a class, rule number 2 is we're not going to correct one another. I'm not going to correct you. Charles is not going to correct you. Murilo is going to correct you, okay? He's not going to correct you. Sorry, Murilo, I'm not going to let you correct anyone. Just kidding. Because that's not the way we're going to learn in here, okay? We're going to do it different. We're going to do it by making our mistakes and learning from them in a more natural way without anybody pointing them to you, okay? And rule number 3 is to be respectful to one another. We're all different, but we're all the same here. We're people who want to learn, who want to share with one another, and we're going to be respectful while doing that. If the person shows an opinion that you don't like so much, you don't agree, you're free to discuss, to show your point of view as well, but with respect and adding up to the conversation. All right, that's it. And I just want to add one more rule, which is the tiny little rule to have fun, okay? If you're doing talk and not having fun, there's something you're doing wrong, huh? You should try it again. Okay, these are the rules. We're now going to separate you guys into rooms so we can get more time to discuss. And when it's 5 minutes to 9, I bring everybody back so we can finish that conversation here in the main room. Any questions before we move?
No.
Nope.
Nope. All right, then. Let me split us into the rooms. We are in 11 people. 11 beautiful people. But of course, the most beautiful person here is... You can complete the sentence the way you want. All right. I'm not completing it for anybody. Okay. Let me take a look in here. Right. I don't need to create 3 rooms. Why did I do it? I'm going to have to recreate, sorry. Okay. Righty. And that's going to be it. Separated the rooms. I'm going to send you guys there. If you have any questions, need help, feel uncomfortable, anything, just let me know. I can come back here to the main room to ask for help. Alrighty. Have an amazing conversation, and I see you guys back here in 40. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Very good.
Now. 2 of you, 2 people, is going to stay here with me, the main room, Mr. Robert and Vanda. How are you guys doing?
Hello. Hello, Wanda. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Guys, let's start with the introductions. But before, I want to ask you guys the same question, okay? They asked in the video if the people had one person that got away. So I want you guys to, Vanda, please introduce yourself and tell me, do you have a love that got away?
Of course. Of course. Is this that thing? Yeah. I'm Wanda. I'm from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. I have 2 cats, 2 sons, 1 grandson. I danced. It's that. And you, Robert?
Oh, yes. Em português, quem nunca?
Yeah, quem nunca?
My name is Robert. I live in São Paulo. I'm married. I have 4 daughters. I work with 3D for game, metaverso, and VR. That's it.
Amazing. Very good, you guys.
And you,
And
Júnior?
I don't know.
Oh, my
I don't
God.
think so.
You need to answer that fast.
Yeah, no, I will. But the thing is, not yet. I wouldn't say I've had yet, like the one. I've had things I wanted to happen that didn't, but like the one person that I was really in love with and got away.
You is very younger guy.
Yeah, maybe. Because that.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys, I have been away from romance for a while because I got, let's just say it was, how can I put it? I've been to a thing in the last year, didn't work very well. Then I stayed away from romance for a little bit, but now I'm going back to it. And when I saw that the conversation tonight was going to be about love, I was like, yeah, let's do it. So then let's get into question number 1. Robert, what do you think are the ingredients we need to nurture love?
Attention, friendship, some things, for example, oh my gosh, how can I say preferida?
Like favorito in English?
Favorite
Favorite?
food for your partner, you know. A little things make a difference in the love. Maybe.
I do agree. Yeah.
How about you, Wanda?
Yeah, I agree with you. Attention is the best one. Admiration too is the other thing. I can't stay with a person for friendship, for all kind of relationship, if I don't have admiration for this person. Cumplicidade, how can I say cumplicidade, Junior?
I think complicity works.
Yeah, I think it, and the 4th law to enjoy with him.
That's important. That's important. Oh yeah, no love goes on without it. I think like people have needs, and you know, that's interesting. That's the things you guys were talking about. These are really interesting because like in the movies and this kind of stuff, in stories, we always see that people making grand gestures, buying a house for a person and taking them to Asia and this kind of stuff. But it's usually like the small details that count, and like being around the person and showing love and respect and complicity and friendship. I think it must be really weird to being with a person you can't talk to, you know, like, of course, you can talk to everybody. Having a conversation is not that difficult, but a person you can't really talk, you know, that like you feel like you're being listened and you can be honest as well, because sometimes you're with a person that you can't really be honest and you feel trapped. So I don't know. I don't have that met that much experience with love. But I would say that that's it, you know.
I not remember your age.
I'm 21.
I'm very younger, man. I
So
have
again,
a daughter with 24.
oh, I got
But you have a heart, and I don't believe
Yes.
that heart don't suffer for nobody, somebody. I don't believe.
I start to break my heart with
15, maybe
15, maybe this.
14. Yeah, it's the most age to broke the heart. I think is in teenagers.
Yeah, that's true. It's when your feelings are the most strong, I guess. Like you I don't know, maybe not even that strong, but when you're discovering a lot of new feelings and
You
it's difficult to
discover.
live with all of that.
I
Yeah.
think the surprise of life. You feel, wow, I feel my heart bat, I don't know, bat, hit for this person. Why? It's so beautiful when we start to open our heart to love.
Really it's something like, and sometimes you don't even know what's happening. You're just going to figure it out like later. Sometimes after a few months or maybe even years that you understand, oh no, I really love this person, or I really loved that person. Well, I was like, that's interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, let's see here. Brother, do you consider yourself a romantic person?
I think no. I'm a reasonable person. Yes, I admire when my husband cook it for me, or many small things like Robert said. But no, I'm not a romantic person. I don't like flowers. I don't like this kind of thing. For romantic, we need to get a little bit intelligent, because flowers, etc., I don't like.
Oh, that's interesting. Before I ask Albert if he's a romantic person, continuing question number 2 is asking you, in your opinion, what is the most romantic thing a person can do for their partner? In your opinion, what would for you be the most romantic thing?
For me, no.
Yeah,
Robert.
for you.
For me,
Yeah, before I ask him.
I think it is cooking.
Cooking.
Cooking a good, delicious dish with a wine. I think it is a romantic, and it's not flower, and it's not obvious.
No. A cool dinner with wine. You just triggered me right now. That's awesome. Perfect. Now I'm gonna do the question to Robert in the inverse. Robert, what for you is the most romantic thing a person can do for their partner?
Oh, when do you think about this? Sometimes you think like big movies about the romantic movies, you know. But for me, little things, for example, cooking is a special example, want to say, for us. But if, I can from with my wife when she is sleeping and he starts how can I say tossir. I don't know.
Coughing, yeah. He starts coughing.
Ever I ask for him, you need the water? Of course, she say yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's
It's a
this
beautiful thing.
forever. I ask for him. You need water. This is a special. How can I say cuidado? I forget.
Yeah,
Health.
yeah.
Yeah. Is this and when you in your breakfast you buy a bread, hot bread. I know my wife like this, and I my work is by this little things, you know.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Massaging the feet.
Oh, massage. I love massage.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
When you think about the romantics, for me is this cooking, uh, best movies together, talking about the kids together, drink tea together. I don't know.
That's really
Of course,
cool.
and when sometimes when you listen, Spanish is uh, peoples with more experience, like me and Wanda, is sometimes strange, but that's it. When you talk is much important when you think in romantic things. it's important too, you know. That's
No,
it.
I feel you. And I'm gonna have to.
Em Portuguese, papo de velho.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
But trust me, this is very important.
It really isn't, and I'm gonna have to agree with you in this part of like taking care. I think the most romantic thing a person would do for me, because I am. You guys don't know me personally, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen any photo, any picture. Here on Talk and Talk, sometimes we share a few pictures of us like together on the community. But I am almost 2 meters tall. I'm 195. And I live by myself. I have my work and I do that kind of stuff. So usually when people get to know me, they think I do a lot of stuff and I think I can take care of myself and everything. So people don't usually feel the need to look out for me or take care of me, this kind of stuff. So I think the most romantic thing a person can do for me is like taking care of me and this kind of stuff, you know, on this little detail, sometimes like bringing me lunch or, you know, taking care of my health and this kind of stuff. I think it's really cool, especially because I grew up in a family where everybody was always busy and we always had stuff to do. So whenever somebody would take time from some other thing we had to do to take care of one another, that was something special, you know, important. So with time, I really learned to value when a person gives up their time to be with us, to help us and to take care of us. So I would say, yeah, I think the most romantic thing a person would do, it's like just looking out for me and making sure I'm all right and trying to make me happy. I think that would be it. And I would consider myself a romantic person.
Yeah.
Answering to the first part of the question. You, Robert, you didn't say, do you consider yourself a romantic person?
Of course, man, a lot. but romantic person today is different. But I am.
That brings us to question number 3. That asks, are we getting more or less romantic than we were in the past? And if so, do you feel the same about you? Are you less romantic nowadays? I want to ask this one first because I just had my first heartbreak pretty recently. It's been kind of like a year. And it took me like 6 months to get over it and 7 months to get out there again and start seeing people. So it was something very difficult for me. But I don't think so. For a while, I was still feeling hurt and I wasn't open to anybody. But now I'm just like my old self and I'm still romantic. But I don't know if comparing with the old times, people nowadays are less romantic, but I don't think so. I think the way of doing romance maybe changed. But I don't think people are less romantic now. I just think people are more in touch with themselves and respecting their time more. What do you say, Vanda? Do you think people are getting more or less romantic
I
nowadays?
think it's another kind of romantic. In the past, I think get a letter for a lady and get some music in the street for a lady too. And another kind of things, the princes and the prince and the princess, oh my gosh, they can fight with the dragon. In the past, I think is a huge romanticism. And now it's more practical. Like we said, cook a dinner or do a massage or get a surprise, a breakfast surprise. It's more practical. I think the word changed, and we tend to.
Yeah. There's so much new stuff there's able to do, like especially because nowadays some couples, they don't even have time to be together, so like they try to, sometimes texting at 1 a.m. because you want to be with the person is romantic. I think that there's a lot changing nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. But what would you say is your favorite way of romanticism? The old ways or the new ways?
I think the old ways is more romantic. My grandmother said for me that my grandfather play music for her so beautiful, and she could stay in the window because it's so prohibido. I don't know. And she opened a little bit of the curtains for see my grandfather. It's totally different. And
That's so
this
awesome.
is a kind of sim.
Yeah, no, if you a person, the degenerate man playing songs for a young girl in the window, that was something like what is the name for it? It was a scandal, you know, like you could become. That's really nice. Awesome. What do you say, Robert? Do you feel like we are getting more or less romantic nowadays?
Less romantic man. I have 48, but my mother had examples, romantic parties. Is much more special when you need to talk with the father.
Mhm. When your heart starts racing, you're like, I'm gonna die, I'm
Of
gonna die, I'm
course,
gonna die, I'm
man.
gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
This is very special for me. I asked for my father-in-law about my wife. Of course, I start the dating. I don't know how many years, but it's romantic. This when you need to talk with the family and the parents. I like this. You show for the parents respect about your friend or boyfriend. You know, I like this. And today you lost these moments, the parties with when you can dancing together. It's so special for me, and you not don't exist more this. That's it.
Yeah, that was really something special people had back there. I feel like Wanda said, there's a lot of things changing nowadays. For the better, some, and some others for the worst. Talking about like parties and this kind of stuff. And as Wanda said, her grandfather would play for her grandmother in the window and she couldn't open because it would become a big confusion, everything. So she would just peek in between the curtains, and that was really nice. Nowadays, it's like we have a lot of kids that don't respect the parents at all. They just go in and out of the house as they want and with whoever they want. I think a lot of things, they were normalized, and especially sexually, and then people go to parties not to look for romance, but sometimes just to look for a hookup or something like that. But yeah, that's, I don't know, maybe it's the new normal. Maybe in 20, 30 years it's going to be worse than that, and my generation is going to be saying, oh, I miss the old days where we were so much more romantic. Yeah, when I would go to the baile funk and dance with the novinha and this kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's so romantic. Baile funk. Oh, it's the opposite of romantic time.
For me too. No, it's not romantic at all. But now that you guys were talking and Robert talked about parties and you talked about your grandpa, I want to change my answer to the most romantic thing. I love music. Music for me is my safe haven. It's the thing I like the most in the world. And for me, it would be pretty romantic if the person would play for me. And actually, I just love piano players. So if you're watching this video right now, you're a piano player, you want to date me, let's go.
Man, I imagine in Rio when starting bossa nova style music. Oh man, for me it's the best style music of the world. And I imagine when you start a crush, you play Corcovado. Oh man, for your
Yeah.
girlfriend. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, that's really it must be really cool, you know. Imagine you nowadays people they can play MPB on Spotify to their loved ones. Imagine you, oh no, I'm gonna ask my friend to come and play a song with me to my girlfriend, and then your friend is like Tonjobi.
Tonjobi, sorry, my phrase passou o rodo.
Maybe,
The
probably.
best
Don't want.
compositor of the world for me, you know.
It was really great. It was really great.
I have a songbook by Amir Shediak. Shediak, I don't know the name, but songbook. I love the series songbook. I have the Tonjobi and Bossa Nova.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's very good when you need start a dating.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, we see a cat in here. I love it when your cats show up. It's great. All right.
All the
Guys,
time.
they're so lovely. Yeah.
He is so romantic.
Who is it?
Yeah. When he lost me, he started to meow, meow. And I answered, eu tô aqui.
Oh, that's perfect. That's really great. Guys, I want to skip a few questions because I want to go to a more polemic one. Okay.
Okay.
Question number 8 asks, do men avoid using the word love? And do women care about love more than men? That's it.
Oh,
What do you guys say? Do women care about love more than men? And do men avoid talking about love?
men have fear to love, maybe. Is fear to express your feeling.
Hmm. Yeah, some people say men are not very good.
But I remember when I am a younger guy, a teenager, it's very hard to express my feeling. But when I understand this is changed my life, man.
Must have been, yeah, when you learn to express your feelings.
When you look in the eyes,
Yes. You really
express
communicate.
your feeling is very different, change all things.
It really does. And what do you say, Wanda? Do you think women
Yeah,
care about love more
I
than men?
think love is a word that for men is a strong word. And when they talk about love, they talk about with heart. And women, I think love is more common. Like you enter in a shopping and in a store, and the, the sailor talk to you. Amor, o que você quer? I think it's impossible that, because love is so special. We need to get this word for a special person, not for customers and other things like that. And I don't agree with women care about love more than men. I think men has more scared, more uncomfortable with this feeling, because if we give up, the man suffer and get so na fossa, so terrible. And for women, I think is more soft than men.
You think the blow is not so hard on women if they lose love or this kind of stuff?
And for men, it looks like they lost an arm.
Oh, for me, that's the thing. Men are less emotionally intelligent, I would say. Men don't learn very well to deal with emotions.
Yeah, I think you get the point.
Yeah. And then like when we lose something we want or we love, we like, and then dealing with frustration, anger, rage, everything, I would say men learn a lot less how to deal with emotions than women. I'm speaking for experience. I am the kind of person that I feel more comfortable in English language. So in English, I can speak about love and I can say the word love a lot more easier than in Portuguese. So saying I love you in English for me is easy. Saying I love you in Portuguese for me, it's hard. Thinking about it gives me anxiety,
It's the compromising in Portuguese. I think love is stronger in Portuguese.
Some guys have a fear because when he start talking about love, the fear is, oh my God, I lost my freedom.
Yeah.
And sometimes when he talk about love, the fear is, oh my gosh, and she hurt my heart.
Yeah, I agree totally.
Yes.
That was the last question I wanted to work with you guys here. Question number 4.
I sometimes, of course, I hurt my heart. Is the part of the way, but it's very important to learning about love.
Really. And that's something really interesting. That's the question I wanted to work with you guys for last. Question number 4. Why are we sometimes so reluctant and avoid to open ourselves to love? Why do you think, Robert, we are reluctant and avoid opening ourselves to love?
For me, this hurt the heart, broke your heart, and is a man man thinks about about this for me, of course.
Yeah.
I
And for you, Vanda, what?
sometimes I have in my life I had fear, but I'm here, married, 14 years, 3 kids. That's it.
That's awesome. That's really great. Congrats, dude. Now, I'm holding my chocolate here. Vanda.
You love your chocolate?
I love my chocolate. Chocolate is, that's one thing I can say I love in any language. Oh, very cool. And for you, Vanda, why you think we are so reluctant about love?
Yeah, I think we are really reluctant about love because love changed our life. And if you get in a comfort zone, in a comfort zone with your freedom, with your life, your friends, your laugh and joy, parties, and the love knock the door of your heart. Oh my gosh, I lost my friends, I lost my party, I lost my freedom, and I stay with this person forever. It's difficult. I think for scary.
Yes. And
I
also,
agree.
it's something life-changing, right? I mean, we know when we love somebody that we're going to have to change a lot to be with this person sometimes. And this is scary. Every change is scary. Now,
Yeah,
when you think about something that's going to change your entire life all at once, you're like, oh my God.
I care about.
Yeah.
But with experience, it's much more easy.
Yes. That's one thing I've been thinking about lately, that having experience with love is something very important, because sometimes we have our first heartbreak and we shut ourselves to everything, to love, to relationships, this kind of stuff. And it's pretty practice, because I think the hardest part about love is understanding and accepting that love is something that's so changing, so moving, and so special. It's powerful. But as any other thing, it can go wrong and you can control it, you know? So loving is trusting and giving yourself to the other person. And at any moment it can end. It can end for you, it can end for the other person. And that's all right, but it's difficult to accept. So I think staying in the present and focusing on your love right now and not worrying about the future and what's going to be and if it's going to end, because we need to worry about our future, how we're going to spend our life with other people, but not worrying about if one day is going to end or if one day I'm going to get cheated on or if one day, you know, I think that's what makes us sometimes fear love so much, because before we get into love, we are already worrying about the end of it. So I think that's the hardest thing about it.
It's deep.
It's very deep, very deep. Como minha mãe diz, é mais profundo do que o pré-sal.
A philosopher. A philosopher.
I told you guys I was a romantic.
But you is very younger guy, man, and trust me, the life change, your heart change a lot in your life.
I really hope so. I really hope so. Okay, guys. But you guys are already married, already had kids. I really hope you guys still have a lot of love to give for the rest of your lives and people that love you too. And well, I'd say that's it.
Yeah, life with love is more completely, and it's so interesting experience to share your life with a love person. Yeah, it's
I
a
agree.
great experience.
I agree.
It must really be.
Yes.
Oh, very good topic, yeah.
Right?
We don't have
Yes.
time to answer all of the questions. We are so deeply in, in our comments. So interesting.
Neither did we. I think if we could, I think we could spend like another hour talking about it. Like,
Totally,
really.
totally. It's
It's
awesome.
a lovely question, a lovely
Definitely.
topic.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes. I want to thank Amanda for making this question for us, for making this immersion. I don't know why she couldn't come, but she did a really great job on all the questions and the topic. So Amanda, thank you. And well, guys, you guys enjoyed the conversation in the other rooms, right? Did you guys get philosophical, cried a little?
Definitely. We were answering the another question, like we were talking about question number 4, and we were answering question number 7, and we didn't even realize that we reached this topic.
Yes. Then we get to the other question, like, oh my God, we already talked so much about it. It was like everything's so connected.
Yeah, so connected. Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's perfect. Guys, I love all of you. And you guys are all in my heart. I hope you all have an amazing night. And stay safe, drink water, brush your teeth before going to bed. And we have immersion tomorrow at 1. Hope to see you guys in there. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing night. Hope you all feel loved, have people around you that care about you. And well, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna leave talking about love just a second. If you guys could please show us some love in the feedback or some hate, maybe, I don't know.
No.
Okay. If you guys can please click on the link and leave a feedback in here for us. And once again, sleep tight. Have a great night. See you guys in the next immersion. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you a lot.
Bye.
Bye bye.